que tan bas is not. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack, and here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, quack sounds vaguely like Hogun and the hok in Hogun in Korean or Waku in Japanese, and that because it is the exact same kind of character. Oh, I see. This is Dikhe Ishai Fui, which means do you want food? But yeah, are you hungry? That kind of thing. How are the boys? Cine ta boy. Poso milao. Pote. When is it? Proteine. Utros. Protopulo. In the designated chicken-eating area, obviously.
Li. Monsieur. Livre. Liwe, livre.
Mathieu. Yeah. Si. Isopi. Mathieu. Proč? Inte. Počkej. A. Si.
Oedden coginio panas.
Hakab. Hefad. Hefad. Hefad. Hefad. Haq. Haq. Haq. Mwalimu.
This is Arabic. And it's from Mu'allim.
Juma ni mwalimu mke.
Oh, thanks to cat suns. Meow and the pictures of the fish. They were proud.
Sööpä. Kupu. Yrittävät. Huraista. Omena.
Are in the city center. And it's got some interesting aspects to it.
여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까?
Countries or living things.
兄の名前は
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Benedese had a beautiful day. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units, somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is squab, and that also means elephant. Okay. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nei. Man. Yen. Yo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bangba, okay, Bangbas is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack. And here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, but sounds vaguely like Hogun and the hok in Hogun in Korean or Waku in Japanese, and that appears it is the exact same Chinese character. Oh, I see. This is Dikhe Ishai Fui, which means do you want food? But yeah, are you hungry? That kind of thing. How are the boys? Cine ta boy. Posso milao. Pote. When is it? Proteine. Utros. Topulo. In the designated chicken-eating area, obviously.
Livre. Monsieur.
See.
Livre. Liwe, livla.
Maciej. Ja. Si. Wysoki. Maciej. Proč? Inter. Počkej. A. Si.
Oilen coginio panas.
Hakab. Hefed. Hefed. Hefed. Hefed. Haq. Haq. Haq. Mwalimu.
This is Arabic. And it's from Mu'allim.
Juma ni mwalimu mke.
Oh, thanks to cat suckers. Meow and the pictures of the fish. That's they were proud.
Sööpä. Kupu. Yrittävät. Puraista. Omena.
Are in the city center. And it's got some interesting aspects to it.
여자는
I mean,
어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까?
countries or living things.
兄の名前は
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Benedese. Her gün okulanmayı. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is squab, and that also means elephant. Okay. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Nej. Man. Igen. Jo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bamba, okay, Bambas is ducks. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack, and here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, quack sounds vaguely like Hogun and the hok in Hogun in Korean or waku in Japanese, and that appears it is the exact same kind of character. Oh, I see. This is Dikhe Ishai Food, which means do you want food? But yeah, are you hungry? That kind of thing. How are the boys? Cine ta boy. Posso Milao. Pote. When is it? Proteine. Utros. Topulo. In the designated chicken-eating area, obviously.
Livre. Monsieur.
See.
Livre. Liwe, livre.
Maciej.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sí. Wysoki. Maciej. Proč? Inter. Počkej. A. Si.
Oilen coginio panas.
Hakab. Hefed. Hefed. Hefed. حفظ حق حق حق معلم
Ah, this is Arabic. And it's from Multiling.
Juma ni mwalimu mke.
Oh, thanks to cat sounds. Meow and the pictures of the fish. That's they were proud.
Sööpel. Kupu. Yrittävät. Huraista. Omena.
Are in the city center. And it's got some interesting aspects to it.
여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까?
Countries for living things.
兄の名前は
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Ben neredeyse her gün okula giderim. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is squad, and that also means elephant. Okay. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Nej. Man. Igen. Ja. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bambas. Bamba, okay, Bambas is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack. And here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, but sounds vaguely like hogun and hok in the hok in hogun in Korean or waku in Japanese, and that appears it is the exact same Chinese character. Oh, I see. This is dikhe ishai fui, which means do you want food? But yeah. Are you hungry? That's also. How are the boys? Cine ta boy. Posso milao. Pote. When is it? Proteine. Protopulo. In the designated chicken eating area, obviously.
Li. Monsieur.
See.
Livre. Liwe livla.
Maciej.
Yeah.
Ja. Si. Wysoki. Maciej. Proč? Inter. Počkej. A. Si.
Oilen coginio panas.
Hakab. Hefed. Hefed. Hefed. Hefed. Hak. Hak. Hak. Mwalimu.
This is Arabic. And it's from Multiling.
Juma ni mwalimu mke.
Oh, thanks to cat suns. Meow and the pictures of the fish. That's they were proud.
Sööpä. Pupu. Yrittävät. Puraista. Omena.
Are in the city center. And it's got some interesting aspects to it.
여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까?
Countries or living things.
兄の名前は
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Ben neredeyse her gün okula giderim. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is squad, and that also means elephant. Okay. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Nej. Man. Igen. Ja. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bambas. Bamba, okay, Bambas is ducks. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack, and here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, quack sounds vaguely like Hogun and the hok in Hogun in Korean or waku in Japanese, and that appears it is the exact same kind of character.
Hola y bienvenidos al directo de Hyper Polyglotting with Elise. Yo soy Elisa, traductora, escritora y editora y comunicadora social con más de 20 idiomas de trabajo. Y aquí vamos a estar jugando videojuegos, sobre todo GeoGuessr, y hablando de idiomas, la mejor forma de aprenderlo y caleta más. Así que vamos pues. And to English, I am Elise, and welcome to Hyper Polyglotting with Elise. I am a translator, editor, and writer with 20 working languages, and this is where we talk about languages and language learning and all sorts of other stuff, and we play games. Today it's going to be GeoGuessr, and it's a multilingual stream, so just feel free in chat to jump in whatever language you're comfortable with. There's a fairly good chance that I will speak at least some of it. So here we go. Vamos pues. Pero tengo que darle a la vida. Pero tengo todas mis veces. Y entonces vamos a empezar pues. Vamos a empezar. Así haritalar. Uña. Ah, bueno. Bueno, pues. Estoy más o menos completamente segura de encontrarme en el Reino Unido. Tal vez en Irlanda, pero no. Estoy, creo que se trata del Reino Unido. Pronto lo vamos a saber. Mil Weber. Ansiamo? E vabbè. Bandera neerlandesa y la de la UE. ¿Qué? Entonces vamos a seguir adelante por un ratito. Ah, no. Estamos transitando, estamos circulando por la derecha. Así que no nos encontramos ni en Irlanda ni en el Reino Unido. A ver qué color tienen las patentes. Amarillo. Patentes amarilla. Se está circulando por la derecha. Por lo tanto, estamos en los Países Bajos. Esa es la confirmación. Pero más de señalética. No. Estamos en Bretonia, vos. We are in age. Étrier. Thomas. Ganesh. Tonia. Kervel. Banquet. Kerler. Oscanvel. Ok. Abu. Terre. Saint. Ach. Kernia. Oh. Ouais. Rue, Panverne, Penverne, Pion Ploubert, Kerviodik, Carnesh, c'était Canache. 144. Hmm. Donc, et 144. Difficile de numérotation des roues en France est complètement aléatoire, il me semble. 144. $144. Not having great luck finding it because French road numbers are bloody random. Completamente random la wea. Aleatorio. Definitely Brittany because that place name is Breton. Jonig. $132. Hmm. Hmm. Tiene chequeo de sonido. Tiene chequeo de sonido. Tipo. Hello to everyone who's joined us. We are looking for Ganesh in Brittany. I like to use the big map for that because small one's a pain in the ass. Ravel, Kerestat, Peroskov, beautiful little town. Spent an afternoon there waiting for a rail replacement years back. Old Zeus, 129. F. theoretically be one of these islands. As bien comprendre l'espèce. See if we can get anything more definite here. Oh, yes, we can. Control. Ah, there was a Dutch flag. That place name threw me off. See if we can get some more information. Welcome. Ah. Isn't a Dutch flag. Okay, no wonder everything's throwing me off. No wonder. That feels. Tanach. Voyage Emile Weber. Okay, there we go. Luxembourg. I think this is the first time I've been in Luxembourg. 5.000. Perfecto. Okay, God, that was confusing the hell out of me because that looked like a French bilingual sign of the sort that the font also felt French. And you see these sorts of bilingual signs done like that in Brittany. And then Voyage Emile Weber, I mean, and everything, but then that wasn't a Dutch flag, it was the flag of Luxembourg, which just, it's just bloody convenient. Just vinyls. 32 Alfric Square. Okay, we're in an English-speaking place. Pavements look kind of crap, kind of British. BSMUK.com, Alfric Square. Okay, there we go. We are... Hey, Riveroon. You just missed the confusion that is Luxembourg. Nice? Okay, I have no... Alfric Square means bloody nothing to me. Some kind of shite industrial estate we're in. Let's see if we can find something that tells us what local authority area this is. Oh no, we were just here. That just turned me right around. Maxwell Road. How you doing, Riveroon? Oh yeah, I got a perfect score on that last one. And I did so after getting totally confused by all the mixed signals that the signposting was sending me. I was sure first I was thinking Peterborough Workspace, okay. We're in Yorkshire. Well, no, not Yorkshire. I thought Peterborough was in Yorkshire, but apparently it's not. Alfric Square, somewhere around Peterborough. Yaxley. Whittlesea, Flagfen. Peterborough Cathedral, Waitrose and Partners. What Waitrose has taken on Partners, apparently. Try again. Cambridge shared driveways. Why did I think that bloody Peterborough was in Yorkshire? Very clearly not. Cambridgeshire. Oh well, not bad, not bad. Had a good birthday. This week. The weather has become nice. It was pretty shit for the past few days. But Definitely improving. Longthor. Okay, let's see what else we can find here. Maxwell Road. Ability International. Oh, well, happy birthday. Okay, so we've reached the end of this. So go the other way. Went that way. Very good. I got a new synth keyboard. And I've spent the past Oka Males. Beer. And I've spent the past couple of nights trying to get it to play nice with my DAW. Great keyboard, but it's got a lot of functions and that makes it very complicated. Okay, this is more of a main street, that'll help. Okay. Maxwell Road. What road is this? That's the real question. Well, here, okay, we've got a bus stop. See if we can get in close enough to actually read what the sign says. Come on, give me a street sign. Where in Peterborough are we? Where is Alfric Square? Visitor's entrance in Maxwell Road. We were just in Maxwell Road. Yeah, we're definitely in Britain. Have things measured in yards. Nomad International Express. Onde está where? Whirlpool Factory Outlet. And a roundabout. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Crap roundabout, too. Okay. Got a rail bridge there. We're now approaching Hot Point. Okay, it's Hot Point on the map. Orton Brimbles, Fengit. Okay. Street name here someplace. Huh? Celta Road. Boongate. Eastfield. David's. Flip out Peterborough. Woodsland Primary School, Belsize. Yeah, Woodston. Okay, Woodston and Belsize. Al Walton, Farset. Elton Forza. Letton, Cardy, Fengate. Woodston we're after. Helpston, Ashton. West Deeping Gate, Frognall. Hillsgate. Wharton. Woodston, we got it. Woodston. Here we go. Oundle Road, Morley Way, High Street, Glebe Road, Aragon House, Stand Ground Lock, the Woolpack. Clubway, Drake Avenue, Celta Road, there we go. Woodston Primary School. Truman Butler. Belsize Avenue. Yeah. Palmerston. The Dell. Easy Cheesy Peterborough. The pizza takeaway, apparently. Wait, oh, Oakham Ales. Alfric Square, we got it. Two perfect scores in a row. 15 meters off. I'm on a pretty good streak so far. Although I don't think I've ever done two perfects in a row. Okay. Hard to say where we are so far. Oh well, just became easier. We would appear to be in Turkey. Omu Vakfı Koleji. Türkiye. That is Turkish. Okay. Vakf is a fund. Eğitim Kampusu. Okay. Eğitim. Eğitim nerede? Never heard of Eğitim. But it is a place name, apparently. Didim, Bodrum. İzmit, Körfez. Okay, is there any way to get off of this car park and into a main drag? Like, or are we just stuck here? Is there an exit? Someplace? Burada gidiş var mı? Okay. Gidiştir bu sanırım. Okay, so we found a way out. So far, it isn't leading to further information. Okay, here we go. Main Street. İdari birimler, otopark, rektörlük. Okay, this is like a university, college sort of thing. Tüm Samsunluların hizmetinde. Yeah. 19 Mayıs Üniversitesi. Okay. That's what OMU is, 19 Mayıs Üniversitesi. Okay, which is a university named after a date in May. Şehir merkezi, raylı sistem durağı. Okay, city center is to the right, but that does not tell me which city it is. On 19 Mayıs Üniversitesi. Okay, olimpik yüzme havuzu. Raylı sistem durağı. Atakum. Okay. Şehir merkezine Ankara Ordu. Ankara. Ankara'dır bu. Okay, that simplifies things. Okay, so eğitim. Oh, okay. 19 Mayıs Üniversitesi. It should be around here someplace. Eğitim. Hello Subaru. Where are you joining us from? Welcome, welcome. Always nice to see new people. Gençlik ve spor. Okay. Atapark, Unlu. Kutluk. Hmm, 19 Mayıs Üniversitesi Eğitim Kampüsü. Afra alacağım Sinop. Ordu. Ordu. We know it's someplace in Ankara. But figuring this out is complicated. Mostly because I don't know my way around Ankara. And my Turkish is limited. That is one language I am working on. On and off. Gazi Üniversitesi. Köfteci Yusuf. Making me hungry. Üzüm Koleji. Eğitim is not actually a part of town. So 19 Mayıs Üniversitesi. Gonna go for, okay, Ankara Üniversitesi. Looking for Anayurt. Burada Aslan. Başkent Üniversitesi. Okay, come on. I mean, one thing we know is it's seems like a fairly central area. Let's see. Bafra. Well, the airport. Maybe the airport is the way to orientate ourselves on this. How are you doing, Subaru? Are there any particular languages you're interested in? Getting nowhere with this. Oh, holy shit, I wasn't anywhere near it. Samsun. Well, okay. Well, if that's the worst I do, that's still not bad. 4027. Martin's Auto Cool. Reparación, instalación aire para auto. Con números telefónicos, bueno, de apariencia norteamericana. Y huella en centro. Cero sol, cero lluvia, todos los estilos. Okay. Vive en Puerto Rico, maybe. Ya, abiertos. Y agua. Bueno, vamos a ver. Agua. Sí, pues estamos. Aquí estamos en Puerto Rico. Okay. Again. El Cantinflas. Okay. So, got a general location here. We just left Caguas. Question is, what road are we on? Vela de Amor. A ver. Wait, that's the end? That's all we got? Okay, we'll start over then. Puertas y ventanas y seguridad. Okay. Cancha La Sierra. What I'd really like is a road name or road number. Barito. Heapstead. What do we got here? Got audio. What the hell is this street called? A Hotmail address. Yeah. Always tell if you're in a US controlled territory because it's the only place in the world. Well, the US and Canada are the only countries in the world that have speed limit signs this shape. $49.66. Final round. My immediate feeling is that this feels Russian. And it does indeed look like it is Russian. Yeah, окей. Все для охоты, рыбалки, туризма. Hunter Gu, RU. Открытие. Okay, definitely in Russia. Yola. Of course, the trouble with Russia is that it's bloody huge, and you get a lot of repetition of place names. Stanovskaya. Stakhanovskaya. Multiling. Бесплатный замер. Салон для взрослых. Что это значит? Почему для взрослых? Улица Мира. Беспредельно низкие цены. I mean, this looks fairly urban, but there are a bunch of fairly urban places in Russia. Yerm. Это как-то на севере. Пермь. Нашла. Улица Ленина. Улица Революции. Улица космонавтов. Ну. Улица Мира. Где находится? Улица Мира. Окей. Oh. Not too badly. 49.66 out of 5,000. Finally just gave up on trying to find a, street name and decided to just go someplace in Caguas. And Caguas isn't a very big place, so that got me pretty far. Okay. И как называется эта улица? Bloody street names. Where is a street name? Russian stops at... Ah, there we go. Stakhanovskaya. Russian stop signs really don't have a whole lot to them. This does not stand out. It's just white and says stop, and it was the same shape as virtually everything else. Really, I just saw Stakhanovskaya. Pinskova. Pinskova автосервис. Стахановская. Где находится? Я же только что видела Стахановскую. Where the hell is it? Sure, I just saw it. Excavator Street. Okay, okay. $49.92. $23,985. Not bad. Not my best score ever, but not a bad score. Okay, I am going to take a little bio break, and then I will be right back. Damn it, no, that's the... Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital est...
Okay, we've leveled up, and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Benedese. Her beautiful day. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is squad, and that also means elephant. Okay. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Nej. Man. Igen. Jo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bambas. Bamba, okay, Bambas is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack. And here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, but sounds vaguely like hogun and hok in the hok in hogun in Korean or waku in Japanese, and that appears it is the exact same kind of character. Oh, I see. This is dikhe ishai pui, which means do you want food? But yeah, are you hungry? That kind of thing. How are the boys? Cocine da boy. Posso milao. Pote. When is it? Proteine. Utros. Protoculo. In the designated chicken-eating area, obviously.
Li. Monsieur.
See.
Livla. Liwe livla.
Macieje.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sí. Vysoki. Macieje. Proč? Níte. Počkej. A. Sí.
Oilen coginio panas.
Hakab. Hefed. Hefed. Hefed. Hefed. Hak. mwalimu,
Ah, this is Arabic. And it's from Multiling.
Juma ni mwalimu mke.
Oh, thanks to cat sons. Meow and the pictures of the fish. That's they were wow.
Sööpä. Pupu. Yrittävät. Puraista. Omena.
Are in the city center. And it's got some interesting aspects to it.
여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까?
Countries or living things.
兄の名前は
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Ben neredeyse her gün okula giderim. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is squad, and that also means elephant. Okay. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Nej. Man. Igen. Jo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bambas. Bamba, okay, Bambas is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack. And here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, but sounds vaguely like hogun and hok in the hok in hogun in Korean or waku in Japanese, and that appears it is the exact same kind of character. Oh, I see. This is Dikhe Ishaipui, which means do you want?
And I'm back. So, I was thinking either doing another round of GeoGuessr or could look at some videos once I get my windows where I need them. some videos about German as spoken in Namibia, which is interesting. Some sort of thing from the Stichting für Bemachtiging door Afrikaans in Xhosa and Afrikaans. Ex-professor reveals how to learn a language. Curious about that. And English for Everyone, the pettiest fucking language learning channel I have ever seen, where all they seem to do is do reaction videos criticizing the grammar of non-native English speaking YouTube creators, which and in the most constipated way imaginable. That I don't get that. That this is like, but so we could do that. We could do some more GeoGuessr. I can go either way. What's everybody reckon? Well, so let me just say, I am now up to 24% of my fundraising goal on the Inessa Armand translation project. That is, the goal is $8,500 to cover the translation and the editing and just keep my head above water during rough times. And any support for that project is very much appreciated. You can find all of the translations that have been completed so far on my Patreon. Okay. Kind of curious what this experiment is. The short one, so just have a look.
Hallo kinders, so my naam is Dr.
This is from the Stichting voor Bemachtiging door Afrikaans, which is an interesting channel if you're interested in Afrikaans and all of its diversity and other stuff too. There's like South African Sign Language course on there, it looks like, last I looked. So definitely worth checking out.
Triana en dit is Jabu. En vandag gaan ons vir julle baie lekker eksperimente wys. So gewoonlik as julle nou eksperimente gaan doen, dan dink julle benodig 'n lab. En dis reg.
Okay, so got some sort of experiment. Oh yeah.
So, en as jy in 'n lab gaan werk nie, dan benodig jy sekere kleding om jou te beskerm. So wat gaan jy benodig? Jabu gaan vir ons wys. Jy benodig 'n lab jassie, want jy moet nie net jou klere nie, maar jouself ook beskerm. Natuurlik benodig jy veiligheids.
Okay. Dit gaan oor die persoonlijke bescherming voor hierdie experiment, de PPE.
Brille om jou oë te beskerm.
Dat is die brille om die oë te beschermen. Yeah, this very sort of beginner level comprehensible input so far. It's like, very good.
En natuurlik het jy ook handskoene nodig om jou vel te beskerm. Ons is altyd baie veilig as ons in 'n lab werk. Maar julle is nie daar in 'n lab nie. So, hoe gaan ons die eksperimente doen? Vandag gaan ons vir julle wys hoe julle in julle eie kombuis huishoudelike middels kan gebruik om chemie-eksperimente te doen.
Kombuis experimenten. It's kombuis, this the kitchen, and so they're talking about how to do chemistry experiments in your own kitchen, in your eigen kombuis. Interesting.
So, geniet dit. Hallo almal.
And
Hallo kinders. So, my naam
Molweni bafundi, ome apha phambi kwenu igama nguJabu, ome eceleni kwami nguDr. Rihanna.
okay, so he's saying the same thing in Xhosa, which is a language that I've been interested in. Let's see how much comprehension can I can get out of this.
Namhlanje sizothetha ngescience. Kubalulekile ukuthi wazi ukuthi usebenza ngantoni. Nawuya elab, kukose ukuthi unxibe ezimpahla esizokubonisa zona ngoku. Impahla eunxibayo nawuya elab, uDr. Rihanna uzanibonisa. Kunxiba iyasi yelab, uzonxiba amaspekisi
Amaspekisi, die brille heet amaspekisi. Specs.
amehlo wakho uphinde unxibe amadlawuvi.
Amadlawovu.
Ezi zinto uzinxiba ngoba ufuna ukuzivikelela wena umuntu osebenza elab. Namhlanje
Sebenza elab. Yeah, it's a lab work.
sizolenza aludingeka ukuthi unxibe ezi zinto ngoba sizabe sisebenzisa izinto ongazifumana ekitchini lakho endlini ekhaya.
Ekitchini lako, in your kitchen. Ekitchini lako, usebenza ekitchini lako in jouw kombuis te werk. In your working in your kitchen.
Izinto ezifana nalezi ozibona apha phambi kwami. Manje nwabani nibukele kube mandi. Molweni bafundi.
Okay, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, I'm pumped.
Hallo kinders.
So this is okay. This is pretty good, sort of basic, comprehensible input. Like I understand. Okay, I speak Afrikaans. Ik praat Afrikaans. Het is geen probleem niet. Maar Xhosa praat ik glad niet. Ik kan een beetje isiZulu praat. Ik kan dingen zeggen zoals Sawubona en Ngiyajabula, zoiets, hè. Maar Xhosa praat ik glad niet. En ik het een beetje iets verstaan, een beetje iets begrijp wat hij gezegd heeft. Eki chinelako, sebenza eleb. This by a goede comprehensible input. That's okay. Good comprehensible input stuff we've got here. Very okay. Yeah, that's got the hyper polyglotting seal of recommendation there. As I said, interesting stuff. That is the Xhosa one. Look at okay. This continues in both Afrikaans and Xhosa. And I'm kind of interested in seeing where it goes. So I think we're gonna just keep doing that now. That's where we're going.
Hallo almal. Vandag gaan ons vir julle 'n baie opwindende speletjie wys. Dis eintlik
'n baie opwindende speletjie. Okay. See, Afrikaans is an interesting language. Is Afrikaans? A lot of people outside of South Africa don't realize what the history behind it is. Like, it basically white supremacists got their shit all over it and sort of appropriated it And so outside of South Africa, a lot of people just associate it with apartheid as a result. But that's not really, Afrikaans is a language that was first developed by Malays who were brought over to do slave labor in South Africa. And so the first actual documented writing that we have in that is identifiably in Afrikaans is actually written with the Arabic alphabet. So Afrikaans has gets a really bad rap as a result of outside of South Africa, because a lot of people just do not know the history of it. But it's a fascinating language because it takes lots of the sort of backbone of it is Dutch, but then it is modified phonetically, it's modified grammatically, and it has all sorts of words from all sorts of other languages. A lot of Malay words, some like Osa and Khoisan words, and often it is spoken with a lot of code switching. Like Cape Afrikaans is full of English. You can just throw English in there, nobody'll look askance, because it is just code switching is just kind of how it gets spoken.
Experiment, maar natuurlijk gaan ons vir julle wys hoe presies om dit te doen. Hierdie eksperiment se naam is Blikkie Rol Resies. En
Blikkie, this is a Coca-Cola blikkie hier. Blikkie Rol Resies. Okay.
Natuurlijk is ek Dr. Rihanna en met my het ons vir Jabu. Hy gaan kompeteer met my julle, kompeteer. So, wat gaan julle benodig?
Kompeteer.
Julle gaan 2 leë koeldrankblikkies benodig. Moet leeg wees, nê? En dit moet metaal wees. Enige koeldrankbottels. Julle
Koeldrank. Ja, Coca-Cola is een koeldrank.
gaan 2 ballonne benodig.
Ah, het is ballonnen. Ik heb gedacht het is een bowlingball. They've been holding these things. I thought these were I thought they were bowling balls. The color of them, the size and everything, and the way they were holding them. Okay. So, actually, kind of the opposite of a bowling ball.
Opgeblaas en julle gaan iemand se kop met hare benodig. Julle kan julle eie hare gebruik.
Iemand zijn kop met haren.
Tuurlijk, maar
Statische elektriciteit. Gaan over statische elektriciteit. Wait, this is like a static electricity experiment apparently.
Ek wil nie vandag my hare gebruik nie julle. So, hoe werk hierdie eksperiment? Wat ons gaan doen is, ons gaan hierdie ballon teen ons hare vryf en ons gaan statiese elektrisiteit genereer.
Ja, statische elektriciteit. Static electricity.
Hoe meer jy vryf, hoe meer statiese elektrisiteit gaan jy genereer.
Vryf?
En dan het jy elektrone op die oppervlak van hierdie ballon. Dan, as jy hierdie ballon naby jou blikkie gaan hou, dan gaan die positiewe gedeelte van die blikkie en die negatiewe elektrone aangetrek word tot mekaar en natuurlik gaan hierdie blikkie agter hierdie ballon aan hardloop. As julle nou kan sien,
Yeah, see, and the reason this is good as comprehensible input, first of all, it's fairly simple. The vocabulary is not very difficult. She is showing as she talks about it. You are seeing what's going on at the same time as it is being described in the target language. That is always good, because part of what makes comprehensible input comprehensible is external points of reference where you can say, okay, she's saying this thing and she's telling us about what she's doing, and here is the thing she's doing. So, and here's the thing she's doing it with, so you can put all that, your brain unconsciously starts sort of knitting all that information together and begins to make sense out of the language. That is what makes this sort of thing good. I mean, this is why I like how-to videos as well. Cookery videos are a favorite, but pretty much anything. Because it's all about Jij doen die ding en jij wijst hoe jij dit doen en jij praat daarover wat jou nou doen. You know, you show the thing, you do the thing, and you talk about what you're doing. You talk about the thing that you're doing, and you know, that creates all these kinds of connections that allow you to your brain to start like making sense of it, creating a little space shaped like the language that you're hearing.
Ek hou die ballon hier. Niks gebeur nie. Niks gebeur nie. Kom ons kyk wat gebeur as ons 'n bietjie statiese elektrisiteit gaan genereer. So ons gaan nou vra dat een van ons agter die skermmanne, Tomli, vir ons kom help. Tomli, ons benodig jou hare asseblief. Daar's hy.
Yeah, she's not fucking up her hair.
Julle, dit is Tomli. Tomli, is jy gereed? Ja. So Jabu, ons gaan vryf en as ek sê gereed, dan gaan ons speel. Daar's hy. So, ek dink ek moet bietjie leer om beter te vryf. Kyk hoe vryf Jabu.
Beter te vryf. Hulle vryf die ballone op Tomli se hare.
Tomli, voel dit goed? Goed? Jabu, is jy gereed?
Ek is.
Julle, ek voel ek het nou 'n bietjie genoeg elektrisiteit, né? Gereed?
Okay, I wondered. The only thing I'd seen him speaking in these videos so far was Osa, so I wasn't sure. Does he actually speak Afrikaans? But okay, so he does. So I was like, is this bilingual and they don't know each other's language, or is this bilingual and they do? Yeah, exactly. How-tos, it's the visuals and stuff. It's why, like, actually things like comics and stuff can be quite good as well. Because often you have that combination of the description and the image in various ways.
Op jou merke.
Yeah.
Kom, Lucky, kom. Nee.
En die slecht niet.
Jabu, hoe het jy dit gedoen? Ek het die blik.
Chemistry.
She says, Jao, how did you do it? He goes, chemistry.
Omgeruil en alles.
Yeah, and again, this is... that's the thing about Afrikaans. You can just throw English words into it. It's very common in colloquial speech. It makes it creates a low barrier for entry. I mean, it comes from the fact that every place Afrikaans is spoken is a multilingual society. I mean, it's mainly spoken in South Africa and Namibia. In Namibia, it's like one of the top 3 household languages alongside German and English. In South Africa, it's number 3. I think Xhosa and English are the ones above it. But so the result is just about everywhere Afrikaans is spoken, well, literally everywhere Afrikaans is spoken, other stuff is spoken as well, and so code switching is just normal.
So julle kan nou sien, Jabu het my hierdie keer gewen, né? Hy het baie statiese elektrisiteit gegenereer. Maar
Baie is an example of a Malay word. For the baie means very or a lot. I mean, in Dutch it would be veel or erg veel. But in Afrikaans, they say baie. I mean, you can also, veel exists in Afrikaans, like quantities, hoeveelheid, how muchness. But for for very and much, usually it's going to be baie, and that's Malay.
Jabu, ons gaan dit nog 29 keer doen. En die beste 29 gaan wen julle. So,
29 keer?
Hierdie klein eksperiment geniet. Probeer dit gerus tuis, probeer dit by die huis en leer 'n bietjie meer van wetenskap. Want soos julle kan sien, maak wetenskap alles net beter. Tot 'n volgende keer.
Okay, neat. Now, okay, so I think we're just gonna watch more of these for the rest of the
Hello,
stream.
Kenneth.
Okay, no, we're gonna switch over and do the Xhosa Stichting. And this is the Stichting voor de Bemachtiging door Afrikaans. Very interesting channel, all sorts of interesting stuff. Not just Afrikaans either, it's like, there's South African, that wasn't how I wanted that done. South African Sign Languages, a bunch of Xhosa. There's some, I think, Khoisan on here. I think I saw, like, Khoisan lessons, which I'm kind of curious about. Because those are the, like, the most click-intensive languages in the world. Ons allemaal drink vir dieselfde stroompie. Okay. Lafontein Nama Stories. Griekwa Verlore Vlei. Die is ons. Die. Okay. Let's see.
Molweni bafundi, siphinde sadibana futhi. Ome phambi
Okay, Bafundi. That's okay. Xhosa and isiZulu have a lot in common, actually. They're very closely related. I actually have trouble telling them apart, but that's also down to the fact that I don't know a whole lot of either of them. They're both languages I'd very much like to learn. But one of the cool things, it's an agglutinative language, and it's very modular. It's very plug-and-play in the way words work. So Bafundi means, like, students or learners. But, so what you do is, Ba and I takes a root, in this case funda, and turns it into a person who does the thing. Ba is plural, I think. See, like Georgian, the Bantu languages tend to front-load information when they're putting together words. Molweni Bafundi. Okay, so here we go.
wenu nguJabu, ome apha eceleni kwami uDr. Rian. Sizoyenza umfanekiso omnandi namhlanje, sakhe sibone. So uyenza umfanekiso ubizwa ngokuthi umjaho werodi eqenqelekayo. Into ozozidinga kule mfanekiso itoti enganalutho ngaphakathi. Ingaba noma yeyiphi itoti.
Pitoti. Okay. Getting a lot less than the first time we did this. Baloni zebembini.
Into esizoyenza uzawuthatha ibhaloni yakho oyifake umoya ngaphakathi. Uyihlukuhle enweleni zomntu. Kungaba yinwele zakho o yinwele zomntu ofuna.
Nwele zako. Nwele zako. I guess hair? Your hair?
Ezonwele into eziyenzayo na uhlukuhla zenziwa i-electronics apha kubhaloni ongeke uyibone ngamehlo wakho. Le electroni iza kudonsa otsala itoti lakho ngaphambili.
Itoti, the blicky, the can. Itoti lako, your can.
Ize kuwe. Masibonise ukuthi lento ethetha ngayo yintoni. Sizoqala omunye wabantu abahleli apha phakathi oyigama lakhe nguThomli eze sizoyenza ukuhlukuhla enweleni zakhe.
Enweleni.
Ready we dokotela. Oh, masiyenze umdlalo. Ndizathi kuwe siyahlekisa. Nathi gqoba ukuhlekisa. Mandithi masiqale.
Yes, isiXhosa, as the name already tells you, is a clicking language. Unlike the Khoisan languages, which have a whole lot of clicks, basically sounds that pretty much only they make, like very complicated clicking sounds. With the Bantu clicking languages, the one of the things that sort of mitigates the fact that you have to get used to clicks is that they are, for the most part, sounds that pretty much everybody makes, but like somehow the speakers of the southern Bantu languages are the only people who thought to put them into words, which fascinates me, really. I mean, not so much the fact that just the fact that like we all make a lot of these sounds, like we all make the, like, everybody, you go anywhere in the world, people make those sounds, at least sometimes. But somehow only one, like, only a couple of groups of people in one part of the world said, why don't we use those as, like, sounds to make words with? I mean, I find that sort of thing fascinating, personally. Did they do this twice to his hair?
Sizakubala ndiqale ku-3 2 and 1 nanibheka ku-1 siyadonsa idodi yethu
Ewe.
Idodi.
asiyeke 3 2 1 set.
Hi, Bo. Hi.
Wait, okay, so he's just better at getting the electrons going, apparently.
Bo. Hi, Bo.
Okwakhona ubonile ukuthi ndiphinde ndawina. Kwenzeka ntoni ngawe namhlanje dokotela? Idoti lakho alinasukile, nanso ke ingxaki. Siyabulela ukuba niphinde naba nathi. Lo mfanekiso engigqiba ukunixelela ngawo uzame nabantwana endlini o nabangani bakho, nithokoze kube mnandi, aphinde sibonane futhi. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, understood a lot less on that one than on the intro. But he didn't, like, the intro, he was actually, like, very much saying kind of the exact same things as she had been saying in Afrikaans, which made it a little bit, which made it easier, but, that was a much, like, just freer, more of an ad lib. So, a lot I did not catch. But if I watched a whole lot of this, I'm sure I would walk away understanding quite a lot. Because, you know, they're showing what they're doing, they're talking about it. I mean, nobody's talking particularly fast. Okay, curious about this. This is the German spoken in Namibia. I assume it is. This is a channel called Easy German.
Hallo liebe Leute und herzlich
Ooh, that was a bit louder than expected.
willkommen zurück bei Easy German. Wir sind heute immer noch in Namibia unterwegs mit dem Goethe-Institut und wir haben heute ein ganzes Team hier. Bei uns sind nämlich
Annelie, Ralatza, Wetu, Vivika,
Diongo,
Sweetness und Vanessa.
Genau. Und diese
Eine sehr vielsprachige Namensgebung. Das ist ja alles Mögliche vertreten.
6, die kommen aus ganz unterschiedlichen Schulen in Windhoek. Sie lernen alle Deutsch. Und
Windhoek being the capital of Namibia.
Diongo ist einer der bekanntesten Tourguides hier im Land. Kann man das so sagen?
Kann man sagen, ja, genau.
Diongo ist heute mit uns unterwegs, er zeigt uns die Stadt und wir haben 6 wunderbare Leute im Team, die ihm Fragen stellen werden. Und wir möchten heute alles erfahren über die wunderschöne Stadt Windhoek, Capital City of Namibia.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was looking up languages of Namibia recently. Is a book that I was reading happens to be partially set there, and German is actually the top household language apparently. I mean, it is not the majority, but but in terms of it has the plurality. Okay, and so let me just drop the link to this channel here and this video into chat. This is a channel for German learners. And I'm just watching this particular one. I mean, I'm just kind of curious about the German that's spoken in Namibia. I'm kind of curious about Namibia in general. But it's just also looking at it from the angle of a channel from which to learn German. And so far it's looking pretty good. I mean, I like the fact that it's got these subtitles that are in German. She speaks very clearly. I mean, it's definitely it seems very input-based, which is always a plus. People who follow this channel know that I stan input, and input works.
Ist ja super. Diongo, kannst du uns etwas über die Geschichte der Stadt Windhoek erzählen?
Ja, Sweetness. Windhoek ist eigentlich, liegt sehr, sehr hoch über dem Meeresspiegel, zwischen 16 und 1700.
And you've also got the English here, smaller, so that if you're not trying to look at the English, you can avoid seeing it, which I like. I like that it's both of them.
Meter hoch. Es ist eine sehr breit gelegene Stadt. Der ist irgendwie zwischen die Berge gebaut, wie in einem Tal oder in eine Vulkankrater, ungefähr, kann man so sagen. Wir haben inzwischen über 400.000 Einwohner in Windhoek.
Diongo, wo sind wir jetzt?
Vivika, wir sind jetzt hier bei dem Parlament von Namibia, also der Bundestag in Deutsch sozusagen. Hier in unserem Hintergrund ist der Parlamentgarten mit den 3 Statuen. Der eine Statue ist dann der Reverend Hamutumba Gelwa. Er war einer der prominenten Menschen des Unabhängigkeit Namibia. Und dann haben wir der sitzend, der Chief Hosea Kutako, der Mann, der das erste Petition an die...
Yeah, and in the brackets here, in Klammern, see, there are like sort of, I get corrections or adaptations to like standard German here. Für die namibische
Die Vereinte Nationen für namibische Unabhängigkeit geschickt habe. Da hinten haben wir der Hendrik Witbooi, der Führer von den Leuten im Süden, die Nama-Leute. Also unser Parlament ist der Parlament der neuen Republik Namibia, nachdem wir von Südafrika befreit wurden, um nicht ein Teil von Südafrika 5. Provinz zu sein. Wir sind in einem demokratischen Land, das ist demokratisch gewählt, geregiert und so weiter.
Das ist unser
Yeah, neat design for the National Museum.
Hier kann man über die Geschichte Namibias lernen. Das ist die Christuskirche. Das ist das Goethe-Institut.
Hier kann man Deutsch lernen.
Vermutlich. Fidel Castro Straße. Oh, they also teach Oshiwambo and Afrikaans. Interesting. Oshiwambo is another of the major languages, which I know nothing about actually. I just saw it on a list.
Diongo, wo sind wir jetzt?
Vanessa, wir sind jetzt auf der Markt in Kadotura. Kadotura ist eine ehemalige schwarze Wohnviertel von Windhoek. Also laut der südafrikanischen Regimes Apartheid-System war Namibia ein Teil von der 5. Provinz Südafrika. Das heißt, das Gleiche, was in Johannesburg gegeben hat mit Apartheid, mit schwarze Wohnviertel, hat es auch hier gegeben. Kadotura ist der Ort, wo die meisten Einwohner Windhoek sind. Und wir gehen jetzt rein in dieses Markt und gucken wir, was alles hier gibt.
Diongo, was gibt es hier auf dem Markt?
Hier nennen wir diese Kadotura-Markt und hier gibt es die frischestes Fleisch Windhoek. Dieses Fleisch, es ist ein Rindfleisch, die frisch hier frühmorgen 4 Uhr morgens geschlachtet werden und dann kommt es auf den Markt, wird gekocht, hier gebraten, gegrillt.
Yeah. I mean, comprehensible input-wise, I think this is quite good. I mean, and it's interesting stuff too. Like, it's not just your sort of standard, like walking around any German city. I think having Namibia in there, it's interesting. Of course, the history is deeply, the history of how German ends up in Namibia is deeply fucked up, and Germany still has not seriously reckoned with the fact that Namibia was sort of their first genocide of now 3. Not really looking good for the learning from the history there, Germany, but there you go.
Wir nennen das Okapana. Dann wird man, wie man das sieht, da essen die Leute, die kaufen ihre kleinen Stückchen und essen sie noch dabei. Da hinten kann man ein frisches Rohfleisch kaufen, um das zu Hause zu kochen. Es schmeckt sehr, sehr lecker eigentlich, ne? Mensch, willst du probieren?
Du musst auch essen.
Vivian, Vanessa meine ich. Ja, willst du probieren?
Ja, bitte.
Ja, also ein Stückchen bitte.
Mit Spice, ne?
Mit mehr Gewürz. Und?
Das Beste. Fat cookie?
Fed cook. Yeah, that is Afrikaans. And it is what a very popular snack, one that I'm hoping to learn to cook. Basically, you take some sort of filling. One popular one is, like, I think curried lamb is one, but they do it with other things too. And then you put a fried breaded shell around it. It's like fried dough around some sort of savory filling.
Und Mopane.
Mopane Würmer.
Probier mal, Janusz.
Das mache ich nur für euch. Das sind nur...
Mopane... Wait, like literally? Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay. It's an edible caterpillar. Just drop the link in chat. Interesting.
Raube, ne? Viele Eiweiß. Und gesund. Es schmeckt nach einem Wurm.
Woher wollen Sie denn wissen, was nach Wurm schmeckt? Hast du schon mal Würmer gegessen oder was?
Herr Diongo, wo sind wir jetzt?
Wetu, wir sind jetzt hier bei Penduka Frauenprojekt. Es ist eine Frauen-Empowerment-Projekt, wo es die...
So wie the way he pronounces this, I wonder if Afrikaans is a language he actually speaks more of. Because Afrikaans does this thing, it takes like Dutch words that end in two consonants, like project, for example, and it takes off the last letter, just to sort of phonetically simplify it. So in Afrikaans you say project. You don't say like specialist, you say specialist, and stuff like that. And he always drops the T on project, so which is an Afrikaans thing to do.
Die Frauen ihre Handarbeit machen und Recycling von Altglas umwandeln nach Kette und so weiter.
Okay, wir gehen mal rein.
Gehen wir.
Okay, Herr Diongo, was sehen wir jetzt?
Wetu, wie gesagt, wir sehen jetzt hier die Kette aus dem Altglas recycelt. Da haben sie daraus Kette gemacht. Da gibt es auch Straußeneischale. Und da haben die Frauen auch ihre Handarbeit hier bewiesen.
Oh, you wouldn't want to accidentally use that mortar pestle in the kitchen, I would imagine.
I'm so unprofessional nowadays.
Das ist die Independence Avenue.
Namibian flag.
Das ist
One way, for GeoGuessr purposes, that you can tell. Yes, my dinner. I had vindaloo for my birthday dinner. Vindaloo, veg samosas, and chips and chili naan. It was absolutely delicious. I haven't had vindaloo in a while, so I was just really craving it. One way you can tell you're in Southern Africa, I've found, for GeoGuessr purposes, is this sort of black and white curbstone painting that you will see here. I've seen that. GeoGuessr took me to Gaborone last week in Botswana. I've seen it in, I think, South Africa, I'm pretty sure. But
Der Super in Namibia.
Das ist unsere Einkaufsstraße in Windhoek, die Post Street. Das ist Vanille Park, unser Einkauf. Das ist Vanille Park, unser Einkaufszentrum.
Hallo liebe Leute, das war unsere Tour durch Windhoek. Leider war sie viel zu kurz. Aber wir hoffen, dass wir bei euch ein bisschen den Appetit geweckt haben für dieses schöne Land und diese schöne Stadt. Ihr müsst unbedingt hierhin auch kommen, um Windhoek zu besuchen.
okay, so definitely good channel for learning German. Yeah, I could go for curried fillings. Go for pizza as well, actually. And let's see, not a whole lot of time left at this point. We'll do another one of these. Okay, Svakop. The most German city in Africa, probably. It looks from. It looks like somebody put sort of a small West German town.
Hallo,
in the middle of a desert, basically, and apparently they have very good Apfelstrudel and seals.
Hier in Swakopmund in Namibia und viele Leute sprechen hier Deutsch, sowohl Einheimische als auch Touristen. Und wir wollten gerne eine Easy German Episode darüber drehen, was das Besondere an Swakopmund ist.
Apparently Swakop is okay. Mund is your German for mouth, as in in this case the mouth of a river, and the river is called Swakop. And I was reading recently, apparently Swakop is one of the local languages for the words for piss and shite, because that is what that river had traditionally apparently been used for, or something like that.
Was würden Sie sagen, ist das Spezielle von über Swakopmund?
Das Spezielle ist einfach für junge Leute aufzuwachsen und Kinder, die lieber an den Strand gehen und nicht nur irgendwo in der Mall rumhängen und ins Kino gehen und so. Hier ist so viel anderes zu tun und also zum Aufwachsen für junge Kinder ist das ideal hier.
Was sagen Sie, ist das Spezielle an Swakopmund?
Das Spezielle an Swakopmund ist mit Sicherheit das Wetter.
Wie ist das Wetter?
Sehr, sehr unterschiedlich, sehr neblig, sehr kalt manchmal.
Was ist das Besondere?
Yeah, I mean, everything, it just looks... It is like they transplanted a town, like a German town, into the desert, and just gave it considerably more sun than German towns usually get.
An Swakopmund.
Oh, wir leben hier, wo andere Leute Urlaub machen. Das ist das Schöne hier dran. Nee, wir genießen dass das nicht so groß ist. Ne? Ich fahre mit dem Fahrrad zur Arbeit. Man hat doch relativ kurze Wege. Es ist alles ein bisschen überschaubarer und eben auch noch nicht so hektisch wie Windhoek jetzt zum Beispiel.
Was ist das Besondere an Swakopmund?
An Swakopmund das Besondere, also was ich persönlich finde, ist, dass es ähnlich ist zu einer kleinen deutschen Stadt wie Usedom oder Rügen. Erinnert mich halt so ein bisschen daran.
Und Sie?
Gute Frage. Im Gegensatz zu Windhoek ist schön, dass man hier ein bisschen rumlaufen kann und nicht immer mit dem Auto unterwegs sein muss. So, also man kann das alles zu Fuß machen, das ist ganz schön.
Machen Sie Urlaub?
Ja.
Und was gefällt Ihnen an den Leuten in Namibia? Also wir haben schon ganz viel gehört, dass die Leute anders sind als bei uns.
Sie sind offener, freundlicher und gehen aufeinander zu.
Ja, das ist ja tatsächlich anders als Deutschland.
Aber sie schützen ihre Privatsphäre. Das ist klar, man kommt also nicht so nah an sie ran, aber sie sind, wenn man sie trifft, unheimlich offen und freundlich.
Ich würde gerne fragen, was ist das Besondere an Swakopmund?
Dass es sehr deutsch ist und sehr weit weg von Deutschland liegt.
Machen Sie Urlaub?
Wir machen Urlaub, kommen aber nicht aus Deutschland, sondern aus Österreich.
Ah, habe ich mir gedacht. Yes, I was gonna say either Bavaria or Austria.
Und wir, erkennen es als sehr deutsch an.
Ja, das sieht man. Ja. Was ist das Besondere an Swakopmund?
Was Besonderes? Unser Wehrmannturm.
Was ist das für ein Turm?
Der da hinter dir. Der da.
Und was hat er für eine Geschichte oder warum ist er besonders?
Und die ersten Siedler, die hierher gekommen sind und haben dann hier eine Station aufgemacht und dann, das war der Anfang vom heutigen Namibia. Aber damaligen Südwest.
Naja, also der Anfang wohl eher nicht, denn es gab ja schon Leute. Also das Land war ja nicht unbewohnt, als die ersten Deutschen ja hierher kamen. Yeah, that's sort of wonderful colonial amnesia where it's like, when we got there is when the place started.
Das Wetter und der Strand.
Wunderbar, das einzige Problem ist, es ist morgens so kalt und abends, ne? Ansonsten ist es schön, ja.
Ja,
was
halt.
ist das Besondere an Swakopmund?
Am meisten sind alle am Strand. Auch abends ist es schön bei Napolitaner und Mexican Restaurant. Weiter, ich gehe nicht eigentlich aus, so sitze meistens zu Hause.
Wohnen Sie hier?
Ja, ich wohne schon so 6 Jahre hier.
Darf ich fragen, was Sie hier machen?
Ich bin jetzt ein Student bei Namibian Institution of Mining and Technology. Ich mache Instrumentation und...
Yeah, I mean, well, they're seeking... the impression I get is that it is like the sort of white people capital of Namibia, essentially. It's the... But of course, there's like also, I think, some sampling bias in that she's looking for German German speakers who are comfortable speaking German on camera and stuff. So there is probably part of that, but it does seem to be like the whitest part of Namibia. It's like, well, everybody they're talking to anybody. Anyway.
Monate auf Arbeit.
Was ist das Besondere an Swakopmund?
Das Ganze. Ich finde das Ganze wegen dem Meer einerseits, an den Dünen einerseits, andererseits auch die Menschen finde ich ganz toll, die Schwarzen und die Weißen, die hier zusammen wohnen. Das finde ich.
Mit denen wir aber, also wir reden nur mit einigen von denen und die anderen ziehen einfach an der Kamera halt vorbei und da, naja, warum geht man nicht auf die zu? Oh, also vielleicht haben die auch was zu berichten. Vielleicht sogar auf Deutsch. Also statistisch gesehen.
Und speziell.
Wie läuft das Zusammenleben?
Ja. Nicht immer gut, leider. Nicht immer gut. Also es ist doch noch sehr rassistisch, leider.
Wohnen Sie hier?
Ja, im Moment schon, ja. Es ist der 10. Monat hier in Namibia und ja.
Der 10. Monat, okay, so like, the people she's talking to are also, like, it seems like a lot of them just got there.
Auch ein bisschen mit.
Also Swakopmund ist ja die Ferienstadt von Namibia und hat einfach noch so einen deutschen Charme und ist ein gemütliches kleines Dorf, wenn die Sonne scheint.
Wie geht's dir?
Mir geht's gut. Es ist Sonntag, ich relaxe, alles wunderbar.
Und sag mir bitte, was hast du hier in Swakopmund gemacht?
Ich habe mich schön in der Wüste erholt, ich bin schwimmen gegangen, ich habe mir viele Sachen noch angesehen und das relaxed.
Okay. Und was findest du sehr schön hier in Swakopmund?
In Swakopmund finde ich schön die Wüste, das Klima, die frische Luft und das Meer.
Okay. That was it. Yeah, there was sort of a bit of a vague creepiness about it, but that may be something. It had something to do with the selection. But anyway, I was kind of curious about that, and that certainly seems like a good channel for learning German. It seems to take the sort of approach that I would recommend, and that it's input based and stuff like that. So in that sense, very good. And I like the way they did the subtitles as well. And with that, it is time for me to start thinking about like dinner and stuff. So I'm going to be doing that. Thank you to everyone who joined. Hope to see you later on, Riveroon, for the other stream. And I will be back tomorrow on Twitch. I will just drop the link here at the same time, 4:30 p.m. US Eastern Time, for another stream just like this. Have a good evening, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.